Akane from Akane Banshi is freaking adorable, man. I cannot get enough of her, especially her with the squad. That is just awesome. Anyways, though, two of my most anticipated animes of this spring 2026 have been blowing my freaking mind. I did not know that they were going to be this intense. Now, I did read a few chapters and did a little digging, but try not to spoil myself so much when it came to looking what these stories are actually about. So I only knew a little bit of these two animes, but these two first episodes, my freaking gosh. Now, the first one that I did talk about was Daemons of the Shadow Realm, which is pretty freaking intense. First of all, I did not think that it was going to be that gory. I thought it was going to be like somewhat censored, but my gosh, it did not hold back because there is this character that has this, I guess, gobble whatever, Daemon, and nobody can see it. I think you have to have like a specific, I guess, ability in order to manifest and actually be able to see these Daemons. And this thing was just chomping people up left and right, and it sucks for the villagers because they didn't see anything coming, and it's so freaking gruesome. But just a quick little summary of the first episode, if you haven't watched it already, this is going to be your spoiler warning if I haven't spoiled you already. It pretty much just starts off with two kids being born, and they are twins. One's blonde, one has dark hair, but I'm pretty sure one's born in the morning while the other one is born at night, which caused some sort of controversy within that village, and we don't know anything about it at all. Even in the first episode, it doesn't explain to us whatsoever, and we are only going to know the more these episodes, appear. So I like this aspect of the story. We are going in blind. Nobody knows, not even the main character, so we are going to learn along with him. But we do have a time skip from like 16 years. We think that this starts off in a village setting, not in the modern era. I mean, our main character just literally shot and sniped the bird with a freaking arrow and brought it back to the village. Fast forward a little bit into the episode, we notice that the skylines or these sky clouds that we see in the air are actually not just dragons, but modern technology. It's an airplane. Somehow, some way, the villain of this series breaks this barrier that hid an entire village, and now everybody is just getting slaughtered left and right. It is brutal. Now, there is a plot twist within this first episode, and that is that the Asa that we did see that was the sister of Yoru was not the actual real one. In fact, the one that killed that supposed Asa is actually the real sister. So the villain is the sister, and the main character is just completely going through it, conflicted, freaking out. Everybody's dying in his village, and he has no idea what to do. But we have the goat, the merchant here, and he supposedly knows a lot more than we do, as well as the main character. Our main character spawns in two Daemons, and yeah, no, that's where the series ends. We have no knowledge of that afterwards whatsoever. We don't even know what these Daemons are. We don't know what the, I guess, opposing force is, the bad guys. We don't know what they're going after. So we have zero clue why any of this is happening, and I cannot wait to find out more. And mind you, this is the writer for this story and the creator of this manga and anime is none other than the creator of Full Metal Alchemist, the manga. So she is coming back, and she came back punching left and right. And you know what? She wrote a perfect story, that being Full Metal Alchemist, and I am trusting her with this one. I am already hooked, and I cannot wait for more. I don't know what's happening, and I want to figure out what's going to happen. She got me hooked, and I am set for the series. Now, the other one is not a manga, nor is it a light novel. It's actually a visual novel or a game, and this is called Needy Girl Overdose. At least that's what the anime is called, but the visual novel is actually called Needy Streamer Overlord. And gosh, man, I heard news about this series before it was, actually animated, and when it got announced that they weren't going to hold back in censorship whatsoever, and they were also not going to hold back in any of the themes. And they have a, little warning here. So just a little heads up, we are going to go over just the first episode. So this is going to be your trigger warning, and it does involve some heavy stuff with like a lot of, some not so good substance abuse and self-harm. So this is very touchy for you, then I highly recommend clicking off. But it really is a very eye candy anime with very dark themes hovering underneath it, because I mean, I still don't know what the hell is going on. We are introduced with so many characters. Although they looked pretty and, happy-go-lucky on the outside, on the inside, they are absolutely dark. I mean, look at the one with the dark hair, the one that we do follow for a little bit. She ended up got taken advantage of by this supposed boyfriend, even though she didn't want it. And it seemed to me that she was also being abused by that said boyfriend because she looks like she had purple under it. Now, that just leads me to believe that she is stuck in a very terrible and toxic relationship with this guy. But what other option does she have? I mean, I really don't know. I don't know anything I don't have any knowledge to it. So if you are, and if you have played this game, don't spoil anything in the comments. Just let me know if it gets a lot worse. But then we follow another character, which is, I guess, the main poster girl of this story. And she is a very popular streamer. She has a ton of fans. And it almost reminds me of this whole setting almost reminds me of Princess Kaguya, the Netflix movie that did just release, but a lot darker. My gosh, man. Although she does look pretty and, happy-go-lucky on the outside, she says some very harsh things, and sometimes it rubs people off, that also being other streamers that are also big in their own rights, but not big compared to her, and she just kind of like shows them up. But all we know about her is that, she does not have an easy life either, because when we do get a close-up on her wrist, they are scarred. That could only lead you to believe that, again, self-harm. She is not in a good mental state. So far, these two characters that I've talked about are not in the greatest mental state at all. They are absolutely going through it, yet we don't know anything on why they act the way they do or why they are in the position in the way they are. Like, it just makes zero sense, and I can't wait to see the next episode to maybe further develop on that. But then we push those two characters to the side and we meet three other streamers that are relatively big. I did mention them earlier. One did get ticked off by that pink-haired one, the very bright looking one, and man, I don't know what is going on. I don't know if this is hypothetical. I don't know if she's messing around. I did not know if that was a real gun, but I really do think that the smallest one, the one that has the shortest fuse, is out to kill her. Yeah, no, I don't think she was messing around. She shot her phone. I mean, good freaking Lord, man. That's all. That is all that is left. All I know is that it has to do and revolve around popularity, gaining likes, gaining fans, being addicted to the attention that you get from others, but also being addicted to either substances or people around you. And that is all that I got from this first episode. It looks very interesting, and I cannot wait to see more. But yeah, no, this is an intense season for spring, and I cannot wait to see more of the series. Now, I do have some other ones, and I will mention them in another video, but let me know if y'all want to hear more about it, because I am more of a romance fan, but I'm also into these, I guess, darker series as well. I mean, I could talk about more romance and look on the brighter side of things, because there's another romance anime that did just release this spring, and I'm a huge fan of it, not gonna lie. It got me the first episode. But yeah, that's all I really got for today. If you've made it this far into the video, why not drop a like and subscribe, as that does help around on my channel a lot. So again, if you've watched these first episodes, let me know down in the comments. And if you've read or even played this game, let me know down in the comments. Just don't try to spoil anything. Anyways, though, thank y'all for hanging around. I'll see y'all next time. Adios, guys.